What if I told you that saving your money is the biggest reason you're not getting rich? That the advice you've heard your whole life, a penny saved is a penny earned, is actually keeping you from building real wealth? Welcome to Generational Wealth, your pathway from knowledge to legacy. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. Crypto is volatile. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research. Now, what if I told you that this advice, while well-intentioned, is only half the story? It's the advice that can keep you financially stable, but it's rarely the path to building massive wealth. The top 1% play by a different set of rules. While responsible saving is part of their foundation, they don't get rich by simply letting money sit in a bank. They build generational wealth by strategically spending. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that means. So how is it possible that spending, the very thing we're often told to limit, could be a key to building a fortune? It all comes down to one crucial distinction. For most people, spending is consumption. It's the new phone, that fancy dinner, the brand new car that loses half its value the moment you drive it off the lot. This is liability spending. It's money going out that never comes back. The wealthy, however, focus their capital on something completely different. Investment spending. This is the entire game. They spend money on things that will make them more money. They operate on a powerful principle. They buy assets that will eventually pay for their liabilities. It's not that middle-class families don't own assets. Many invest in retirement accounts and their homes, but the wealthy focus on aggressively expanding their asset column above all else. This isn't just a financial tactic. It's a total mindset shift. It's about moving from a viewpoint of scarcity, where you have to hoard every dollar, to one of abundance, where money is a tool you deploy to create more. So what do they actually spend this money on? It generally falls into three main buckets. First, they spend on cash-flowing assets. The classic example is real estate. A typical person might save up for 20 years to buy a home to live in. A person with an investor mindset might get a loan, using the bank's money, to buy a rental property. The tenant's rent then pays the mortgage, taxes, and other expenses. Anything left over is pure cash flow. The asset pays for itself and then starts paying them. They've turned a major purchase into a monthly income stream. Second, they spend on their own businesses. For an entrepreneur, buying new equipment, launching a marketing campaign, or hiring a key employee isn't really an expense. It's an investment in the machine designed to generate more income. Every dollar is a seed planted with the expectation that it will grow. They turn what others see as costs into wealth-building tools. And third, a critically important piece of the puzzle, they spend on their own financial education. They buy the books, go to the seminars, and hire the mentors. They understand that spending a few $1,000s on knowledge that helps them generate hundreds of thousands has one of the highest returns on investment imaginable. This is how they learn the rules of the game. Rules that most of us were never taught in school. Now, let's talk about the advanced strategy. This is the one the ultra-wealthy use to fund incredible lifestyles while paying surprisingly little in taxes. It's a three-step process often called buy, borrow, die. First is buy. They use their capital to buy appreciating assets, things that are expected to grow in value, like a stock portfolio or real estate holdings. Second is borrow. Here's the magic. Once those assets have grown in value, they don't sell them. Selling would trigger a huge capital gains tax bill. Instead, they borrow against the value of their portfolio. Banks are happy to give them low-interest loans using those assets as collateral. That loan money comes to them completely tax-free, because borrowed money is not considered income. They can then use this tax-free cash to live on. Third is die. This is how the generational wealth is secured. When they pass away, their heirs inherit the assets. Thanks to a legal provision called the stepped-up basis, the asset's original cost basis is stepped up to its market value on the date of death. This means if the heirs decide to sell the assets at or near that inherited value, they will owe little to no capital gains tax on all the appreciation that occurred during the original owner's lifetime. For extremely large fortunes, it's worth noting that estate taxes can still be a factor. But this strategy is a powerful tool for preserving wealth across generations. This is the playbook being used at the highest levels of wealth. It shows that it's not always about how much you earn, but about how you put your money to work. The old financial programming we all grew up with can hold us back, but you have the power to change it. Here are 3 simple things you can do to start thinking like an investor. 1. Audit your spending from the last 30 days. Be honest with yourself. How much went toward liabilities and how much, if any, went toward assets? 2. Before your next big purchase, stop and ask one simple question. Will this thing pay me back? 3. Start small. Open an investment account and set up an automatic monthly transfer into an asset that can grow, no matter how small the amount. Consistency is what builds fortunes over time. It all begins with that shift in your thinking. The choice to stop being purely a consumer and start becoming an owner is available to you right now. If this video helped you see money in a new way, hit that like button, subscribe for more strategies the wealthy use to build their fortunes, and join our insiders group on our website at GenerationalWealth.biz. Keep stacking that generational wealth. We appreciate your support. We'll see you on the next one.